Hello everyone. So a funny story. I was going to go live on my YouTube channel, my fancy new YouTube channel. And I went over there today and it turns out you have to have 50 subscribers. So here I am on Instagram instead. I wanted to do something fun, something different. It's Saturday. So I thought maybe we would bake some cookies. So, of course, we're going to bake my favorite recipe today, which is my basic cookies. Super easy recipe, super popular on my blog, really easy to make, pretty much no fail. Just thought it'd be something fun we could do together. So, we're going to start with butter, obviously. It's like the basis of any cookie. We want it to be soft, but not like smushy. So like, you know, when you put your finger in, it melts a little, but it's not like, because we're gonna cream it. So like I said, easy recipe. To our 1 stick or half a cup of butter, we're gonna add a 1/4 cup of sugar. And we're just gonna scoop and level this, okay? This is, again, really easy. We're not gonna measure this. We're just gonna go with it. Same thing with our brown sugar. I always use brown sugar, dark brown sugar for this recipe. I feel like it adds a little more moisture and a little more chew, makes it just all the much better. So we're gonna do a half a cup dark brown sugar. We're gonna pack this really well. We don't wanna short the sugar in this recipe, or any recipe. I mean, the sugar's the best part. So, as you can see, really packing it in there, okay? Still level, but packed. Packed as good as you can. Plop that in there. And I didn't mention this, but we're gonna do a Halloween edition. This recipe is a mix-in cookie. So I usually do white chocolate chips, dark chocolate chips, a nut, I don't know, whatever you're into. But today, we're making Halloween edition. Just to prove that the cookie is so good, it doesn't matter what you put in it. We're going to put candy corn in there. Does anyone here eat candy corn? No?
I don't like it.
my kid is over there at the counter and she says she doesn't like it, but that is irrelevant because the cookies are going to be good. Okay, so we have our 1/4 cup regular sugar, half cup packed dark brown sugar, 1 stick of unsalted butter. Okay, and I'm going to link the recipe down there for you guys, but for now, we're just going with it. And also, I've never done a live before, so just bear with me. On medium speed with our hand mixer, we're gonna mix this together, cream it all up nice and smooth. 2 minutes maybe, 1 or 2. So maybe grab a snack while I'm doing this. Because this is live, so I can't speed it up and, you know, skip this part. So just watch me mix. This is exciting, isn't it? This is gonna take a second. I'm gonna kick it up a notch just real quick and cream this. So as you're creaming, you'll notice that it gets like kind of light colored, which is what we want. In my recipes, when I'm writing this out, a lot of times I say fluffy. Of course, butter is not really fluffy, but it looks fluffy in the bowl. And so when it reaches that stage, you know you've made it. All right, so I'm gonna let you take a look at this real quick, just so you can kind of see how it gets all kind of like nice and fluffy looking. Thanks, Hannah. All right, so I'm gonna just finish this off really quick. Once we've got this nice and creamed and light and fluffy, we're gonna add our wet ingredients. Simple. We're doing 1 egg. We're doing 1 teaspoon vanilla. You don't need to do room temperature egg for this recipe or anything like that. You just take it out of the fridge, crack it right in the bowl. And we're gonna do a generous teaspoon. Vanilla is one of those things that it's like chocolate chips. Add with your heart. Okay, we're gonna cream this again on medium speed for 30 seconds to a minute. We don't wanna overbeat this because it'll add too much air. So So we're just gonna mix it until it's nice and combined and you can't really see the egg white anymore. Like that's probably good right there. Okay, I'll let you take a peek. See? Okay. I'm gonna set this aside for a second because we're gonna mix our dry ingredients separately. This is the most tedious part, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I skip this step, but then I always regret it because it does make a big difference. Again, we're not gonna weigh everything and get complicated with this recipe. We're going to spoon our flour into the measuring cup and then just level it off. So we're gonna do 1.5 cups. So I kind of fluff the flour a little bit, spoon it in there, spill a little. Oops. Get this nice and, again, we're not gonna pack it in. I should have this over here actually so you can see it. And then we're just gonna level it off. All right, so we are gonna do 1 cup and we're gonna do 1/2. Okay. Again, don't go crazy packing it in there. Nice little level. And then it's actually real simple. So we're just gonna do 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda and 1/2 teaspoon of, I like to use sea salt. Not quite as salty as some of the other salts. This is one of my favorites, just a kitchen staple around here. But if you use a saltier salt, maybe just do 1/4. I'm just going to add those. And also, I'm just gonna tell you guys this while I'm kind of skimming through the comments. Somebody there, I have a hater. I do. I have a hater. I'm like so flattered. I'm so flattered right now that on my first live video, I have a hater. So thanks for making my day. All right, we got that in. We're gonna gently whisk this together just to evenly distribute the salt mostly. I have eaten several cookies that I have brushed and skipped this step, and one bite is extra salty. So that's what we're trying to avoid here. All right, so once we've got that, nothing fancy, and we're not gonna do 1/2 at a time or anything like that. We're just gonna add it in. And I like to start the flour with the mixer just to kind of get everything rolling along, but I'm kind of an old school baker, so I like to finish it off with a spoon. So I'll get this going until it's kind of crumbly, but not completely mixed. Maybe about like that. So again, kind of crumbly, but not done. And then I like to get in there with my spoon and just kind of incorporate the rest of this. Sometimes with the mixer, it's easy to get overzealous and then you just mix it too far and you've overmixed your flour. So I like to mix it to about this stage. Crumbly, dry, but most of the flour is gone. Now we're going to add, if you're excited about the candy corn, I'm here for it. If you're not, I'm also here for that. I have taken about 1/2 cup of just regular candy corn out of a different package, of course, and kind of rough chopped it just so that the pieces are a little bit smaller, so that when they bake into the cookie, they're not like this big chunk. But you don't have to do that. I'm pretty sure you could just not. So we're gonna add that in. And we're just gonna give this a little fold. Nothing too crazy. And I noticed after I started this video that, because I'm at my cabin, I forgot to bring a cookie scoop. So I'm just gonna break the mold here and do this a little bit differently than I normally would because, you know, it's Saturday, it's fun. All right, that's what our dough looks like when we're all done and mixed. Mix her out of the way here. All right, when we're ready to scoop these out, I have pre-lined my baking sheets with parchment paper, which is my favorite. You could also use a silicone mat if that's your thing. They work great as well. Just maybe don't, raw dog them because they stick. All right, I do have a cookie scoop, I lied, but it's a small one, and I really don't like this size. It makes just tiny little cookies that are kind of a waste. So I'm gonna maybe scoop this 2 or 3 times. What do you guys think? Give me 2 tablespoons, 3 tablespoons. How big do you like your cookies? I should have asked that in my survey. Okay, we'll do 2. Well, let's see what it looks like. So usually when I have 1 scoop, I just scoop it out and plop it on the tray. This is gonna be a little more a little more labor intensive. I'm gonna have to gently roll these because I didn't bring a scoop. All right, so we're gonna do 2 tablespoons, about yay big. Okay, just plop it on there. We're gonna go maybe 2 inches apart on these guys so they have a little bit of room to spread. And again, just, you know, kind of sandwich them together, give them a rough roll. And just so you know, I've never I've never baked these cookies with candy corn before, so this is a new experience for all of us. All right, this is kind of where I wish I had like the fast forward version, because you guys are so lucky you get to sit here and watch me now roll out all these cookies. All these cookies. What are you guys doing for your Saturday? Anyone want to chime in the comments? Oh my word. Okay, maybe we'll just roll out 5. We'll roll out 5 and then we'll give these a quick bake and see. See what they look like. I'm kind of liking the colors. It's pretty fun. I know, I keep peeking at the comments. Oh, you guys are killing me. Okay. All right. I'm trying to think my other favorite recipe for this particular cookie dough. I made a white chocolate pecan version of this cookie around Christmas time last year, and they pretty much went like hotcakes. So if you are a pecan person, I would suggest maybe trying those. It's very delicious. And who's excited for fall? Anyone? Anyone besides me? Can't wait. It's Arizona here. I don't know where all of you are from, but it still is over 100 degrees in most of Arizona, which is kind of unbearable.
It's cloudy right now in the valley.
Madeline, my child that's here, says it's cloudy down in the valley.
I just checked.
Peanut gallery, that's what we call her around here. Peanut gallery. Okay, so once we've got these rolled out, sliding, we're just gonna pop these in the oven. We're gonna go, I'm at a little bit of an altitude, so quite honestly, I'm gonna bake these for a little bit longer, but normally 9 minutes is perfect. So I usually do 4.5, rotate the pan, do 4.5 more, and they should bake up perfectly. Okay, so here we go. All right, and now that those are baking, I am going to, I think, let you guys go. And we'll come back with the final outcome of the candy corn version of the basic basic cookie dough. Thanks for watching, you guys. You guys are the best. And, you know, maybe pop over to my YouTube channel where I will be someday when I have 50 subscribers. Hit the subscribe over there while you're there. Thanks for watching. Guess who's back? It's me. Number 1 lesson for live videos that I learned today is bake a batch ahead of time so I don't have to do 2 videos. So you can look forward to that in the future. I'll be more prepared, but it'll be less fun because, you know, the randomness here is on point. All right, so the cookies are done. Guys, look, check them out. They came out great. I'm actually really impressed with the way the candy corn kind of melted into the cookies. It gives a really nice, I think some of them are like really colorful, like super colorful. They have a great texture, right? Nice and crackled on the top. They are a little sticky on the bottom. So again, that's why it's important to make sure you use parchment paper or a silicone mat or something like that, because they will stick. Candy corn is sugar and sugar melts. So keep that in mind. But aside from that, they came out great. Check these out. He's so cute. So cute. And I'm loving the color for the season. Like, these would be so great at a Halloween party, or even just because. Perfect. Perfect.